If you are undisciplined and you would like to change your life, it all starts with a thought. It all starts with a thought of you being fed up, you being too sick of being fucking lazy, you being sick of making easy decisions, sick of the way you look, sick of the way that your body feels, sick of the way you don't have any money, sick of the way you're broke. It starts with a thought. It starts with you getting fed up enough to the point where you have to make the choice. Think about your life if you make the easy choice every single time for 10 years. You eat out, you scroll TikTok, you don't work out, you skip the things that you know you should be doing. How difficult is that going to make your life in the long run? Discipline is a muscle and it can be trained just like any other muscle. The discipline in your mind can be trained. It is a muscle. The more frequently you work it out, the stronger it will become, the easier it will be to be disciplined. It is just a fact of life that discipline is a muscle and it can be worked out like any other thing. Every time that you decide to do the difficult thing instead of taking the easy way, instead of skipping a workout, instead of skipping the things that you know you need to do, that muscle will be trained, it will become better. And that's exactly what you want, right? You want to become better. You want to be disciplined. You want to become rich. You want to become successful. You want to be in good shape. The cost of not being disciplined and not doing the things that you know you need to do is living a life of unfulfillment, living a life that you don't even want, living a life working for someone else, making someone else rich, living a life not living up to your true potential, not living up to the person that you could be. Everyone has the greatest potential inside them, but 99% of people never tap into it. They never realize what they truly could have been in life, and they will die without knowing. Do you want to be that person? Do you want to be that person that dies not knowing what would have happened if he took that risk and if he actually stayed disciplined and actually put the work in towards his goals every single day? Do you want to be that person? Do you want to be laying on your deathbed, fat and sick, because you did the easy things your whole life? You won't be remembered. You won't be remembered. Nobody's going to care. You didn't do anything in life. You didn't become anything. The cost of not trying is a very expensive cost. A lot of people go their whole life without even thinking outside the box, without even becoming like, some people have lived their whole lives without a six-pack. That's like, you just get a six-pack once. You only have to do it once. And then you build that pathway in your brain and you know you can do it. It is not that hard. Once you do it once, you know you can do it. If you get out of bed in the morning and you do 100 push-ups once, you can do it the next day because you've proven to yourself that you can do it. If you start a business and it fails, you know you can do it again. And the next time you might succeed. Every time that I think of being undisciplined, I think about my future self and I think about my past self. I think about me as a little kid and looking up at the version of me that I've become and thinking, wow, like, I never thought I would become that great, right? You want to be that great person for your younger self, and you want to become the best version of yourself in the future. Imagine people look like the choices that they make every day. People look exactly like the discipline that they have. You can tell if someone is disciplined, and you can tell the choices that they make just by looking at someone. I could look at someone and tell that they're undisciplined and that they don't care about themselves. If you truly care about your family and you care about yourself, then you will find the discipline. Because the only other option is living a life that is unfulfilled and never even reaching your full potential. The most powerful thing for me, I think, is the thought of being on my deathbed and just thinking about my entire life, thinking about the things that I did. If I wasn't disciplined and wasn't trying, and I just lived an average life, not trying anything, not getting out of my comfort zone, it would be a sad existence. I would look back at my life and I would be miserable because I did not try. Think about yourself on your deathbed. That is the cost of not being disciplined. That is the cost of not doing what you know you need to do. And it's a sad thought, and it is a sad reality, and it is a lot of people's reality. A lot of people make the wrong choices every day. They know what they need to do, but they don't do it. They decide to make the easy choice. If you really want to flip your life around, you should cut out all the stimulants, cut out the drugs, cut out the alcohol, work out, work on your body, find a side hustle, find something that you can do that can make you money, that you can eventually use to leave your 9 to 5. Because you don't want to spend your whole life making someone else rich. What is the point in that? You are your own person. You can make your own money. We have the internet. There are millions of ways to make money on the internet. There are so many ways. You do not need a 9 to 5. Leave that for the people that want to do that. If you do not want to do that, then you are not meant to do that. If you even have the thought that you are different from everyone else and that you want to become rich and successful and you want to do things your own way, if you even have that thought, that is powerful. That means not a lot of people have that. Not a lot of people have that feeling inside them. You need to trust that feeling because that was put there for a reason. God, the universe, put that thought, that feeling inside you, and he would not give it to you if he didn't think you could achieve it. So you are wasting your vision by not chasing it, not going after it. You are wasting your potential, and you are going to live a sad, unfulfilled life if you do not lock the fuck in. There are two options. You either lock the fuck in or you don't. And if you don't, you're fucked. There is no help. There is nobody coming to save you. So make the decision today. Make the decision today that I'm going to change my life. I'm going to become the best version of myself and fucking stick with it. Don't do it for 2 weeks and be like, oh, yeah, no, I'm going to go back, because it's so easy to fall back into your old habits. The way you become disciplined is you need to build habits slowly. Start with one thing, add another thing in after a while. You do not rise to the person that you could be. You fall down to your habits. So every time you don't feel motivated or you slip up in life, you are going to fall to your habits. And what are those habits? Are they fucking jerking off to porn? Are they eating junk food? Are they watching Netflix and TikTok? Or are your habits going to be working out, working on your business, working on your side hustle, spending time with friends and family, going outside, getting exercise? You will fall to those habits. Keep that in mind. So if you build good habits, you build a good foundation. It's just like building a house. You build a strong foundation. If your foundation is on fucking popsicle sticks, well, it's no wonder you keep going back to your old habits. You need to have a vision. You need to have a feeling so strong inside you that you have endless fire to go after it. And if you can find that, everyone has it inside them. There is something out there that is going to give you that fire. There is something that you can think of. It might be your kids. You don't have kids. It might be even the thought of your future kids. Do you really want your kids to look at you and be like, wow, my dad's fat, or my dad fucking is broke? Like, I don't want my kids to fucking, obviously kids don't know. They're too young to know. They don't understand that stuff. But They'll grow up and they'll know. You want to be the best version of yourself possible, especially for your kids, for your future family. You want to be healthy so you can live and be in their life, be around when they're fucking 50 years old. And have something to leave to them if you do pass, when you pass. You can either remain the same, not take action, or you can do something about it. You can get pissed off. You can get pissed off at the way you look. You can get pissed off at how broke you are. You have to get pissed off. You have to evoke an emotion out of yourself to make change. And that motivation won't last. That is why you must become a disciplined person. There is no other way. If you do not do it on the days where you're tired and you're sick and you don't want to do it, well, then you will never succeed. And that is the truth.